Timer's ticking. Last chance to hit those likes. Let's get the party started. Yo-ho! Happy Friday, guys. Happy Friday. The charts don't look great, but like we always like to say, capitulation brings opportunity, my friends. Let's jump on it. What's going on, guys? Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. We're on coffee number 2, soon to be coffee number 3. What's going on, Elliot? We gonna go? We gonna go up, down, sideways, down, left, right, and ever in between. What's up, Franco? Drunk Bear? Tug Eye, Pratish, Mike, Miller. We got everyone in the house today. Everyone's in the house. What's going on, fellas? We got a lot of things to talk about today, all right? And you guys can see the title of the stream. What is the title of the stream, my friends? Opportunity, or capitulation brings opportunity. So bring it, okay? And I mean that. Hey, at this point, we know how the markets work, man. Buy high, sell low is the nature of crypto, right? And it'll never change. That is why the markets are what they are, because most people like to buy high and they like to sell low. And that's why every single cycle, only about 10% of people who were in the previous bull market make it to the next bull market. Why? Because of shit like this, right? All right, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's not do a little weird little intro here. And let's freaking get busy. Any other exchanges go down? You guys are talking about in the chat. Did any other exchanges go down this morning? I don't think any other exchanges went down. BlockFi halted withdrawals yesterday, right? Bitcoin is trying to bounce back up right now, by the way. 17,100, by the way, guys. BlockFi did halt withdrawals yesterday. So obviously we know FTX bought out BlockFi, quote unquote bought out with fake funds apparently, or a credit line, which they didn't have anything to back that up. So obviously BlockFi is having a little bit of issues now. What's next? Who knows, man? All I'll say is get your money off exchanges, man. Get your money off exchanges, especially in times like this. In a bull market, okay, everyone's happy and dandy. Everyone's got money. These exchanges did not plan for a bear market. Horrible businesses, man. Horrible freaking businesses did not plan for a bear market. I mean, what is this? The Wild Wild West? Like, holy shit, man. You got one going down left, you got one going down right, and everything in between. Let's talk some charts, though. I kind of want to let everyone come in this morning, drink a little coffee, get a little sips in me before we get started today. Exchanges gonna go down? I guess so, man. I guess so. Domino time? It's the domino time. I go to buy coffee, I look at the chart and it dump. Coffee does make you dump after all. Trust me, man. Actually, but before, I used to take my morning dump after I had my coffees. Now, I wake up, I instantly have to hop on that toilet and go. All right? For everyone that's coming in now and it's like, that's inappropriate, Jordan. Guess what? This is my stream. I'm going to talk about poop when I want to talk about poop. All right? So deal with it. All right? We're already looking at poop. Look at the chart. We're already looking at poop. All right? Anyways, let's freaking get busy. All right, so we talked about yesterday, right? What was my short-term target for Bitcoin? Well, we were talking about yesterday this falling wedge. Like this, right? We were talking about this, I guess, the rising wedge. We were talking about, it looks like Bitcoin probably needs a little bit of a pullback here. We talked about, if it can do this, then this. It looked like it needed a little bit of a pullback, right? Ultimately, we were looking at this $16,400 to $16,500 level for a pullback. We did just nail that absolutely perfectly. Now, here's the big issue, guys. So after we were forming that rising wedge, okay, and listen, I'm going to talk about the short-term time frames real quick, and we're going to get into the meat and potatoes of the video today, which is be freaking ready. You guys were begging, pleading for lower prices. And here we are, okay? Once again, now we're in the middle of the accumulation range, okay? But we'll get that in a second before I start ranting this morning, all right? Here's the deal. We did break down from that wedge. We did come back down to 16.5. But in the process of us breaking down from that wedge, what did Bitcoin create, guys? What did Bitcoin create? Well, Bitcoin created a little bit of a bear flag in the process. So, it's awesome that we did dip back down here, but we also were creating the support level right here, which also did break down to the downside, which we were making higher highs, we were making higher lows, and we did get that down. We did get that downwards thrust. All right, so here we are, breaking from a wedge, breaking from a bear flag, a rising channel, whatever you want to call it. Ah, man, that short-term move didn't look great, but we did get an initial bounce off 16,500, which is really, really nice. But will it last, right? Will that be the final dump, and this is going to be some type of double bottom formation before we come back up to the upside? Well, I would say that the key level we have to watch now is, you can see right here in the 15-minute, we did drop below. We're coming up to retest. The issue is here, and here's the invalidation to the bearish continuation down, is obviously if this can, for whatever reason, pump back up and get into this channel, okay? That's obviously a bullish sign, and I think we should start looking at this to go actually the opposite way, back to the upside. But right now, we did get that rise, the rejection. Are we going to see that continuation back down? Which then you're looking at the previous lows all the way back down to 15,600. So we watch this carefully, right? And we'll watch it on the stream today, right? We got the market open. We got the stock market open this morning. Should tell us a lot what we want to know. But there's a lot of interesting things going on right now, guys. A lot of interesting things going on right now with the stock market, with the DXY. Tons of interesting things, man. But that's sort of the short-term update. If we want to be a little bit evil, okay, and I don't like to be evil, guys. I really, really don't like to be evil. I really, really don't. I wish I didn't have to be evil. But if we wanted to look at this in a super bearish way, okay, and you guys aren't going to like this, all right?
Bitcoin's going to 10K.
You guys aren't going to like this, okay? But if we were to look at this from a super bearish way, right, where we sort of put the ultimate bear goggles on, which, you might argue is not the ultimate bear goggles. Here's the deal, man. We actually look at this as a big bear flag, right? So a bear flag up and a continuation down. Could you look at something like this, right? Where this is one giant bear flag, and that puts us a target at ding, 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 chicken wings from dinner, tofu, if you're vegan, at 12,800 or 12,700. We'll find out, right? And listen, I told you guys, I'm letting the dust settle. We don't know if this FTX shit is over with. We don't know what the circumstances of this FTX shit is going. As you guys know today, they did just file for bankruptcy, right? So FTX and FTX US filed for bankruptcy, right? Which is probably a big reason why you actually saw a dump today. I think it was going to happen anyways, but it is what it is. And you also had Sam Bankman-Fried resigned as CEO. No shit. What is he going to stay there and be CEO? Oh, yeah, all this shit happened. Yeah, I'm just going to stay here and be CEO. Get out of here, man. Get out of here, man. So you had both of those things happen, at which, you know, obviously probably gave it a little extra push, right? Pushed them over the cliff. And you're sort of stuck there now. But that's the short term. I would say, guys, continue to let the dust settle. Don't get too optimistic for a pump, and don't get too pessimistic for an absolute capitulation. Let's just let the dust settle. But my point of today's video and this morning's video is, guys, here we freaking are. Can we just fathom the fact that Bitcoin was at 15K 2 days ago, right? And it could be revisiting that again at some point here. Right? I think the big point of today's video. What's going on, Mr. Marv? Good to see you, buddy. Good to see you. Good to freaking see you, my man. Good to have you in here, and good to drink coffee with you this morning, man. Because all we can do right now is drink coffee and watch the charts. You know, I mean, at the end of the day, the dust is going to settle where the dust is going to settle. Let's go. Let's see. Stop it. You're scaring people. FUD Friday. FUD Friday, man. But here's the deal with the video, guys. Capitulation brings opportunity. So most people would get scared of this, right? Most people would say, oh my God, look at the capitulation. I'm going to sell. You know what makes the markets? Do you understand what makes the markets? What makes the markets is most people buying here and most people selling here. All right? And that is why the market is made. That's why you see Bitcoin have cycles. Because most people want to buy the highs and be greedy and say it's going to go to the moon at the highs. And then most people, when it's at the lows, want to be fearful and sell their whole portfolio and never buy back in. If you sell now, it goes to 10K. That's great. But most people won't buy back in because they'll be too scared. Most people sell here. Most people buy here. Rinse and repeat over and over and over and over and over again. Look what Bitcoin's doing comparative to the previous cycles, guys. Look what Bitcoin's doing compared to the previous cycles. It is doing the exact same freaking thing that it's always done, right? We have all this shit. We have the Luna collapse. We have FTX going down. We have Celsius going down. We have BlockFi going down. We got all this shit going down. All this shit is getting rinsed out of the crypto market. Forbiddens, man. Get Do Kwon out of here. Get Alex Mashinsky out of here. Get freaking this other joker, Sam Bankman-Fried. Get this bitch man out of here, man. Sam Bitchman-Fried. I would box that guy up in 2 seconds, man. Bitcoin will be cruising to the upside right now if it wasn't for that Sam Bitchman-Fried guy. All right? Screw that guy. I hate that guy, man. If you put me in a boxing ring with that guy, I would mess that guy up. All right? I'm going to be honest. Same thing with these other jokers. Alex Mashinsky, I would mess that old man up. I don't care if he's old. Okay? Here's the deal. All right? Here's the friggin' deal. We're exactly where we should be at the end of the day. Now's not the time, I guess, now is the time to look at things from a realistic point of view and say, okay, markets are down here. This is where we've always been. This is where most people sell and not where most people accumulate, man, right? Because most people don't want to wait. Most people want to get in when the market's already pumping, man. You can do that. That's great. It's absolutely phenomenal. But here we are, man. Capitulation brings opportunity. As small money capitulates, okay? As big money capitulates, there's another person that's stepping in, taking that opportunity, right? And I told you guys, I bought 16K. I'm buying 14K. I'm buying 12K. I'm buying 10K. Wherever this shit goes, friggin' drop it at this point, man. Get these jokers out of here. Drop it. Because this is the time. And this is what we've all been waiting for, okay? If we were waiting for I honestly didn't think we'd get opportunities like this. And I'm absolutely amazed that we get opportunities like this. All right? Whatever your plan is, the fear is going to be high, right? The fear is going to be high. I don't think the fear could be any higher in the crypto space than it is right now, guys. The fear is extremely freaking high in the crypto space. But I want to make today's video because most people buy here, sell here. All right? And I know a lot of you guys plan is to wait for 8K. Wait for 8K. I don't care what you do. I know a lot of you guys are waiting for 10K. Wait for 10K. I don't care what you do. But just make sure you stick to your plan and you don't let the red candles fool you, man. All right? That's it. That's it. We keep it super, super simple. Hey, man, I don't think this FTX shit is over, man. I think that's going to be over the crypto space for a long time, in my personal opinion. I don't think that shit's over. So we take it in the chin. All right? We take it in the chin. We take 2 knockout punches. And we'll come back stronger as we get these jokers out of here, man. All right? That's all I know. Let's see. The only thing to fear is fear itself. Thank you, Clint. The only thing to fear is fear itself. That's absolutely facts. No, but seriously, guys. I'm not telling you guys what to do. You guys do whatever you want to do. All I know is I've been through a bear market before, right? I've also been through a bull market. The emotions will never go away. Fear brings greed, and greed brings fear. Okay? Because when people get greedy, they make irrational decisions. Market goes down, they get fearful, make irrational decisions. Market goes up, they make rational decisions, right? It's the same thing over and over again. Look at where we are. We're right here, man. We're right here. I really do think that as we start to come down, and yes, okay, 20K, 17.5 didn't end up being the bottom. Okay, that's great. That's great, right? I mean, that's over with. It is what it is. This is even better. Right? This is even freaking better, man. So you got to look at things from an opportunistic standpoint, because I told you guys this. Most of you guys weren't planning on selling for 2 years anyways. So what do you care what the price goes in the short term, man? That just gives you better opportunities. For all you hodlers out there, you didn't care. If Bitcoin was at 14K or 22K right now, you guys would be doing the same damn thing, which is holding. So what do you care what the price is right now? If that's the standpoint, you prepare the prices to be lower because you ain't selling anyways, my friends. All right? So look at things as a positivity. I know right now is a dark place for many, many people, man. It's a dark place for many, many people. Many people are depressed looking at the prices. I know it, man. I can see it. Many people are depressed looking at the prices. Many people are having a hard time. So I want to look at this as a positivity, man. All I see is just negativity and all this stuff. It's a dark place for many people, man. But the positive is you get lower prices, which is good for the long run, man. So keep your head up, keep that smile on your face, and don't let the markets affect you, man. Because when you do, that's when you're going to make irrational decisions. All right? That's my rant.
Rant alert.
That's my rant for today, man. Adios. No, I'm just kidding. I'm staying on. Cheers, guys. Happy coffee day. I actually mean what I'm saying. It's a crazy time in crypto, guys. I mean, to be honest, like I did not expect this, but I also had no idea, no way to predict that FTT was gonna go under, man. I mean, it is what it is. Like I said, if you predicted that, you have a crystal ball. I think even the people who knew Sam Bankman-Fried was a fraudster didn't even think FTT was going to be insolvent. I just think they thought Sam Bankman-Fried was a fraudster. You know what I mean? So that's where we are, and that's where we wait. Let's go back to BTC, by the way. Let's go back to the 1 hour chart. Bitcoin right now sitting at 17,025. So, like we said, you did break back from a bear flag. If we do see lower prices, right? 16.4 was the support. You did get an initial bounce there, but if that breaks, we're looking at 15,600, man. All right. What's going on, Wes? Good to see you, man. Becker fights 30. Becker versus Jordan. Oh, I would mess up Becker, man. Listen, Becker talks a big game. Give me Becker, man. Oh, Lord. No, I have no idea. Becker looks like he actually works out, so he might give me a little bit of a go there, man. These other jokers, no. Let's see. Take what in the chin? Let me see what you guys are saying in the chat. Even Clint could take SPF with one arm behind. Could take SPF with one arm behind its back. That's absolute facts. That's facts, man. No one's sad about the blue light at Special Kmart. Wes is the homie, man. Good to see you in the chat. Good to see you in here. Let's see. You should. Matic is slowly putting itself on crypto, Mount Rushmore along BTC, ETH, and maybe BNB. Crazy, dude. Crazy stuff. All right. Anyways, let's see what we got. Let's check out some other stuff in the markets right now, guys. So what are we waiting for Bitcoin? Well, guys, I'm going to tell you guys this. I mean, I'm going to be honest. I'm not going to get optimistic for Bitcoin until Bitcoin breaks 19K. I'm going to keep saying the same shit. I'm not getting optimistic for Bitcoin until Bitcoin breaks 19K. That's the previous lows. You know, Bitcoin goes to 18K. It's really nowhere. I mean, it goes to 18,500, really nowhere. 18,700, really nowhere. The previous lows is what Bitcoin needs to reclaim to get any type of momentum to the upside. As long as it's below, we're below, right? I mean, it's as simple as that. I know that's not the fun way to look at it. I know it's not like bull horns up, right? I mean, I got a freaking bull hat on right now, guys. You see my bull hat? I got a damn bull hat on. At the same point, okay? Until Bitcoin gets back up 19K, we're stuck in here. We're stuck. And especially below the previous wick, right? This is the previous low wick. Look where Bitcoin look where Bitcoin closed the daily yesterday. Bitcoin closed the daily right at the previous low wick from June, sitting right there at that high wick. Okay, literally sitting right freaking there. You closed at it, you got rejected there, and you got pushed back down on the daily. So once again, that's where we're at the end of the day. The bullish hat, I got the bullish hat on, man. And even I'm looking at the market sideways right now, like holy shit, dude. All right. So that's sort of what we're waiting for Bitcoin. I mean, Bitcoin's chopping up and down. I mean, would I be surprised if it ends up like having this bigger sort of 4-hour flag that forms? Probably not, but let's see. Handstand Bart. BTC price gonna go down? Let's find out. I certainly think that is the likely scenario right now. I think what the bulls want to hold for is either a sort of W formation here or a W formation from the lows. Obviously, if that doesn't happen, man, I mean that's going to be the point where most people capitulate, which is between 15K and probably 12K. That's probably where most people capitulate, and that's where probably most people step in. Okay. Anyways, you guys, I was saying this in Discord this morning. You remember when we were at 24K? Do you remember when CZ tweeted, they want prices to be lower, not financial advice? He literally tweeted that. We're at 24K. He knew about this shit way beforehand. He did. And I'm going to be honest, right? I could be mad, but what I'll say is this. I'm happy he did it now, okay? Flushed everyone out. You know why? Because Bitcoin's still got the 4-year cycle going on right now, right? It's doing the exact same thing as bear market. You can talk about this time's different, but at the same point, Bitcoin's exactly where it's always been. Literally, exactly where it's always been. And sometimes I deviate from this thinking. Sometimes I say, okay, this time's gonna be different to the wrong way, right? Like when we were up here, I was like, okay, I think the bottom is in, bearing a black swan event, which we just got a black swan event. And, you know, sometimes I guess you can't deviate from it. So I look at the previous cycles and I say, I mean, between 15K, I mean, where you were, and back down here towards 10K, I think somewhere in that region is going to be the bottom. But I'm not going to call where it is because I don't care at this point. You know, at this point, we're all the way down here. Who cares where it is at this point? You know what I mean? Anyways, I'm sort of rambling on here. If you zoom out to the max long time trend chart, are we making a... Yeah. So, Franco, I was actually going to talk about that right here, man. I have that set up. So right here, man, the bigger falling wedge, which a lot of people were talking about right now, right? A lot of people were talking about this a long time ago. I don't know if anyone's really been talking about this lately. If someone has, let me know. I don't watch too many people on the tubes nowadays. Only a select few, but... You know, some people are watching this bigger falling wedge. I mean, you could certainly draw it like this and argue that we actually just bounced off the bottom of it, right? If you draw it by the closes, and I think this is right now still a little bit of hopium, right? I don't want to say it's hopium, but at the same point, I still think this is a little bit of hopium/copium. We'll obviously watch this as we go. And you can certainly draw it like this, right? Where the close is closed here, right? The close is closed here, and you just wick to the bottom of it right here. You could certainly make that case, right? And sort of, for me to say a pattern is valid, I want to see 3 touches on a trend line. You could argue you just got that 3rd touch. Now, you could obviously say something like this too, where this is actually the line right here. We could say from the wicks, if you're a wick type of guy, you could do something like this too, where you got wick low, wick low, wick low, and you haven't hit that low yet, right? Which, if you went straight down this week, would put you at 14,500-ish. So that one, it could also make some sense. We'll watch this. Like I said, I think this is a little, right now, this might be a little bit of hopium, right? Even I'll admit that sometimes. But, I mean, it does give you a recent, a decent time perspective where, I mean, this could go on until the middle of 2023, potentially, which, I guess is kind of sad, but that also is a scenario. We'll watch this, like I said. Take this with a grain of salt at the current moment, because you only have really 2 touches on the top side and arguably 2 touches on the bottom side. But still maybe a little bit of copium, okay? I like 3 and 3. Give me 3 touches, and then we can draw a pattern. But, right now, a little bit sketch. A little bit. John actually said it in the chat. A little bit sketch. A little bit sketchy, I will say. Candle body closes, no wicks. I mean, yeah, from the candle body closes, it makes sense. But this also, this doesn't mean you're popping up to the moon right now, guys. This could mean that you still could go lower over the course of time, right? You could just bounce here and then kind of go sideways here for a little bit just to get another dump to 14K, just to get another dump to 10K, right? So that doesn't necessarily mean you have to go up right now. But we'll watch this, and I'll keep this chart up to watch over the course of time as we go here. What else do we got? Well, this sort of spring that we've been looking for, guys. Right now, it looks a little bit sketch, right? I mean, very, very sketch. As far as the spring that we're looking for in the capitulation, right? Really, for this to be a spring on the weekly time frame, you got to close back above, 18,700 if you want this weekly candle to be a spring. Right now, we're at 16,700 with 3 days left to go in the week. That looks kind of unlikely at this point to be a spring, to be honest. But the one thing I want to note here, guys, is this week, and I will say this again, this week is set to be the biggest sell-off week in the history of crypto if today ends up being a bloodbath. If this Friday ends up being a bloodbath, which we know Fridays can be some of the worst days. If it is, this is set up to be, right, at least on the big exchanges like Binance and things like that, is set up to be the biggest capitulation week let's just bring up the Binance chart. Let's see, Binance, USD. Let's see what we got here. Look at this week. It's nuts, man. And a lot of that has to do with the free fees. A lot of people moving over to Binance and things like that. But it's set up to be that one of the biggest capitulation weeks. And if today ends badly, man, you got to look at that as the giant capitulation that a lot of people have been waiting for in the crypto market, man. You got to be looking at it for that. So who knows what's going to happen the next couple of days, guys? All I know is I'm not calling bottoms, okay? I'm not calling bottoms. All I'm calling for is the accumulation range. Risk versus reward at this point, based on what's crypto done in the past, and I think we're all here because we love crypto. We know what crypto can do. The risk versus reward is now is a better time to buy rather than sell for myself. Everyone's different, but you got to look at the risk versus reward, okay? You're at 16K right now. You weigh your risk versus reward for yourself. All I know is most people sell here, and most people will buy back in at 60K in 2 years. We'll see. And unfortunately, you don't know now, and you get laughed at now for saying that. But same people were getting laughed at 2 years ago for saying that. So we shall see. We shall see. The weekly bullish divergence, though, there is weekly bullish divergence too. But I want to see where Bitcoin closed the weekly before I call. I don't like to call weekly bullish divergence until I see the weekly close, right? So this week there is weekly bullish divergence for sure. You do have higher lows and you have lower lows. I want to see the weekly close to confirm, because if Bitcoin does come lower or actually retraces, it can nullify that. So we wait for the close, which comes up in 3 days. If we close with weekly bullish divergence, I think that's a really good sign. Coupled with the fact that we had a massive capitulation event in sort of the last 2 days, or last 3 days, I should really say. Let's see. I never say confirm. Not much of a bounce for the spring. True, John. True. Definitely true. That's why I think it's also pretty unlikely that ends up being the spring at this current point. I think there's a lot of fun in crypto right now, and I think what's gonna. I guess I shouldn't say that. Anyways, let's look at some other stuff. I think there's still optimism for some of these charts, right? So Bitcoin chart looks shady, and I actually find this fascinating, right? The Bitcoin chart. Think about this, guys. The Bitcoin chart is fascinating. Why? Because the Bitcoin chart actually has broken to new lows. But when you look at total market cap and you look at total 3, right? Total market cap and total 3, which is, obviously measuring the whole market cap and then the whole market cap of altcoins, they wick to new lows, but they're actually still holding the previous lows, which I kind of find fascinating because usually you'll see the opposite, where Bitcoin holds the lows, where altcoins generally dump below the lows. And I found fascinating too because Ethereum's still above its lows, but Bitcoin's below. It's absolutely crazy. So total market cap, you wicked low, but now you're back above the previous lows. But like we always like to say here, you're still above the previous all-time high for total market cap too. I find that fascinating, right? Everyone's watching Bitcoin. I'm looking at total and saying, okay, you're still above the previous all-time high. You wicked down there twice. It would be interesting. Now, it's the same thing for total market cap, though. I'm not going to get excited for total market cap until it breaks back above the previous lows, right? Low, 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 low. What did you do so far today? You came back up yesterday, and you got rejected from that low. So you're flipping old support into new resistance, as we used to say. And that's what you're doing. That's what you're doing at the current moment. So nothing really to say on total until we get back above these lows, Right now, it's just a flip, and you're looking for a continuation to the downside at the current moment. And it's the same thing for total 3, which I still find fascinating. We wick to the 200-week moving average. But look at total 3. Total 3, you're still holding the previous all-time highs on closes, okay? And right now, you're still above the lows. So, total and total 3 look okay. Bitcoin looks worse than those, which I find fascinating. To say so myself. Miller said, if we manage below 8K as a dump someday, I'm straight up going all in. I'll sell my food and my clothes and even shelter. If Bitcoin goes below 10K, I probably will buy more than I want to. I will say that too. But here's the thing, guys. I will make this rant alert one more time, guys.
Rant alert.
Okay? I'll make this rant alert one more time. You say that now. And Miller, I'm not calling you out specifically, but you say you'll go all in at under 10K. But you also got to remember this, and people have a very, very short memory, right? Even so myself. I say that. You got to remember, when Bitcoin was at 60K, you had everyone saying they were going to go all in under 20K. Have most people gone all in? No, right? So it's easy to say that in the moment, but when you actually get there is a different story. Because I remember everyone saying they're selling their house, they're selling their kids, they're selling their wife, right? If Bitcoin goes below 20K. But most people didn't do that. So always take that with a grain of salt and take it for what it is. You know what I mean? Always take that with a grain of salt. All right. Anyways, I think right now... Right now it's funny, guys. Everyone's bullish, bearish, bullish, bearish. In reality, nothing's really going on here. Bitcoin's just kind of settling up and letting the dust clear, right? We still got this FTX stuff over our head. Let the dust settle. Listen, 2 days ago, everyone was bearish as hell. Yesterday, everyone's bullish. Today, seems like everyone's bearish again. Just let the dust settle, man. Just let it settle, right? Be neutral at this current moment, okay? Be neutral. There really ain't anything really going on right now. We're just kind of making lower highs and higher lows and doing our thing at the current moment. Anyways, let's check out some other stuff. Ethereum. Let's check out some alts. Some alts, man. I hope I get 90-cent Matic again. Woo! Give me some 90-cent Matic. Ethereum. What do we got going on here? So Ethereum is actually at, you know, sort of just the same thing. I'll take out a loan to buy BTC below 10K. A lot of people said that last year too. You know what I mean? Let's see. Now this is what I call a bear market, said Dion. Dion, good to see you, man. So Ethereum, what's going on with ETH? ETH actually has a little bit better chart than Bitcoin, even though Ethereum's going to follow Bitcoin, right? We sort of know this at this point. One day, I hope we sit here and we say, guys, the whole market's going to follow Ethereum, okay? Bitcoin's a dead coin. Bitcoin is like Litecoin, you know? Maybe someday. But, you know, that's also me being a little bit of a you know, Ethereum, not maxi, but Ethereum enthusiast. So anyway, you're back above these highs, right? High, and the lows. Ethereum was actually able to reclaim these. Now, it's holding on by a thread. Not going to say it's going to hold here, but you actually were able to reclaim, but now you kind of drop below them again. So, interesting chart here for Ethereum. I would still say you're still getting some rejection here off the resistance levels instead of finding support, just because Bitcoin still finding resistance. So here we are. I mean, we came up, we reclaimed the sort of vector candle here, but we're still kind of stuck in an interesting point where, you know, it's sort of the same point. Same thing we said with total market cap, right? You sort of, if we go to the weekly time frame, right? Here's what the weekly looks like, which you're kind of just hovering right at that M formation low. So I think this weekly close will be pretty big for Ethereum, because you look at Ethereum and you say, okay, you've got this sort of awkward M formation. You got the neckline sitting right here. Will ETH close below the neckline or above the neckline? I think it'll be an interesting close here for Ethereum. If Ethereum closed down here, should he confirm that M formation? If it closes up here, okay, now we're talking. We got 3 days into the weekly close. I would prefer to close back above the 200 moving average, which right now is sitting at a measly 1328. I would prefer to close back above that on the weekly, kind of like how you did over here, but time will tell, right? Time will tell on that. Man, time will tell us a lot. Let me see you guys. Guys, what are you doing right now? Where do you go, guys? Where do you think Bitcoin is going? All right, I'll ask you guys this: does anyone know where Bitcoin will go to right now? No, but where do you think now that 17.5K is broken? Where do you see Bitcoin's final destination? Right, because I think it's time we start talking about it. Right, I think it was already time, but you know, Sam Bitchman-Fried had to come in and freaking wreck everyone. But I think it's time to talk. Where do you guys think in the chat? Because I always like to see what you guys think and kind of gauge what everyone's thinking too. Where do you guys see Bitcoin ending up at the lows? Right, just a guess. I know no one knows. Right, I could ask some random guy walking down the street right now. He'll probably get it closer than me. You know what I mean? Bitcoin's going to 10K, said Lazarus. Nice, dude. Dan, what's going on, buddy? Dan's coming in. Dan, you got Sumer, you got Daniel, you got Dave, you got JBH. You got Edward, you got Michael coming in. Holy Lord. Daniel's coming in. I said, I don't care where the bottom is in, to be honest. I don't care where it is at this point. But, you know, at the same point, I'm curious what you guys say. Don't care. Most people don't care. 7K, large wick from 9 to 11K. Region is major candle, body, bottom. Okay. So you think basically 9 to 11K with a 7K wick. It's an interesting scenario. Interesting scenario, I would say. All right. Let's see. Dan coming in hot, bro. Dan's coming in hot. Can we get a little pump song for Dan? Come on. My first ETH buy was on Tuesday. Planning on getting more at 14K. Cheers, Dion. Cheers, man. It's my next level. 14K at this point. Cheers, man. I throw darts at a board to get my predictions. Andrew thinks 13.8. Crypto Arbitrage thinks 8K. I'm not going to hate on you for it, man. Listen, like, Unfortunately, right now, right, you can look at the charts and do things, but unfortunately, you have freaking these freaking bastards who seem to keep coming out of the woodwork, right? Right when you think things look okay, you got one of these freaking companies going down the hole. So I'm not gonna hate on any prediction, to be honest. I'm not. I'm gonna be a realist and say we don't even know what the FTX situation is gonna end up being, and you don't know when other of these companies is shit in the bed. But all I know is all these. Here's what I'll say, man. All these crypto that all these companies were holding is going back onto the market, which once again, capitulation. Not only from little retail plebs that are capitulating down here, okay, but capitulation from these massive companies. These cryptos are going to go back into the people's hands, okay, and the money that actually can afford this and not go into a bear market with no extra reserves like idiots, like some of these companies are. And it'll be better for the crypto space in the longer term. I think we'll have a stronger floor at that point, right? Right now, I think I know it sucks right now, but I really do think this stuff is good for the market for the long term, right? Imagine if none of this stuff happened, right? And Bitcoin ended up bottoming at like 30K, and Luna was still in the market, right? If Celsius was still in the market, if 3 Arrows Capital was still in the market, if Alameda was still in the market, if BlockFi was still in the market, if Voyager was still in the market. Imagine if Bitcoin bottomed at 30K and none of that shit happened, man. And you still had all these jokers in the market. Imagine what would come after that. So this stuff is good for the long term. It sucks here in the short term, but I do think it'll bring a little bit more stability and a little bit more transparency in the market going forward, which is awesome, which is freaking awesome. I really do believe that. So unfortunately, us, we have to sort of weather the storm here, unfortunately, because of these guys. But hey, it is what it is, man. It is what it freaking is. I trust companies because they're all trustworthy. Facts. Scotty Swing, what's up, man? I love Scotty Swing. Scotty Swing, he's always swinging in here. Mid-show. All right, what else we got? So we talk a little bit about Ethereum, where we want to see ETH. At the moment, ETH still wicked down to the lows and still bounced. I mean, ETH is still holding up relatively okay. Like I said, we got to let the dust settle. I'm not going to get too optimistic about that. Now, here's where things get pretty optimistic, right? And everything, and I'll keep saying this, everything outside of crypto looks good right now, right? If all this, and this is why Sam Bankman-Fried pissed me the frick off, man, because if this shit didn't happen, bro, crypto would be going nuts right now. I honestly believe that, because you got like I said, the stock market had the greenest day it's had in 2022 yesterday. Okay, I mean, obviously crypto did very, very well too, but once again today, right? Nasdaq's been open for an hour, already up 1%, right? The DXY down another 1% today. The DXY is just getting kaputted to the downside. Back all the way down to 106. It's frustrating, man, when everything starts to go your way, right? Everything we've been looking at, right? The DXY breaking trend finally, right? The Nasdaq finally breaking out of this resistance that it's been under since August. Finally breaking out, right? The euro. All you guys were shitting on me for the euro. Look at the euro, man. The channel that we're looking at to break up to the upside. Back tested. Euro going absolutely nuts. You guys were shitting on me for this. Have patience. All this shit is doing so well, man. All well, but Bitcoin has... it's frustrating, dude. Man, all you can do is take it by the chin. You take it by the chin and you can't do anything about it. I think this is good sign for a longer term, seeing the DXY come down, the euro come up, the British pound finally breaking out to the upside. That's awesome, right? Everything we want to see playing out outside of crypto, but yet Bitcoin gets hit by freaking Sam Bitchman-Fried and has to come back down because it's really annoying. It's really, really, really freaking annoying, man. But hey, like we said, British pound breaking up, euro breaking up after our bear market resistance points, DXY breaking down from bear market support. There it is, man. Everything we kind of wanted to see. And now we have to wait for the dust settle to crypto. And if everything can continue this way, it still looks good outside of crypto. So, man, it really is annoying. But what I'll say about the NASDAQ, though, the NASDAQ breaking out is really, really good for risk assets. Unfortunately, like I said, we have to let this cloud with crypto go away, because right now unfortunately we have this cloud looming over us, this uncertainty of what's going on for the rest of the market. So it is kind of a frustrating time, but like I said, we'll go over it. All I can say is if all this stuff continues, okay, if all this stuff continues, then like if the stock markets keep going up, if DXY keeps coming down, Bitcoin keeps going down, that's going to bring better opportunities. And I do think that's like, you're getting the bad jokers out of the space and you're sort of pushing crypto down. It's like, it'll be like a beach ball at some point, Fortunately, I don't think that's right this second, but at some point it'll be like a beach ball. You're keeping it down while everything else is sort of doing very, very well. And, it'll sort of come back up here at some point. But like I said, I don't think that's right now. Have some patience with crypto and we sort of go from there. I firmly believe that's not why we're down there. Could be. Okay, let's see. No way, I definitely disagree with that, guys. Look at the world economics. I mean, look at the DXY, man. Right? I don't think the world economics have anything to do with crypto being down. If that was the case, NASDAQ would be going down too. And the NASDAQ's been coming up the last 2 days. So, once again, it is what it is. Let's see. It's odd major donor advocate of them is one who did. Here comes regulation. Probably. Which I also think would be good for the space. Let's see. The infamous beach ball theory. At some point, it's going to happen, man. And most people are going to miss out. It happens every single 4 years. The same shit. No one believes it in times like this. Everyone believes it in 2 years. You know what I mean? It's the same thing constantly over and over again. This had to happen. Sam was not the crypto. Yeah, true. Man, like I said, if it was going to happen, I'm happy it happened now. Man. That's it. And the thing that sucks is right now everyone looks at people who invest in crypto and call them dumbasses. And listen, like these are the annoying times where like everyone's like, man, have you seen crypto lately? And I look back and I say, have you seen your stocks lately? They're not doing very well either. Have you seen your gold? Not doing very well. Well, the last couple of days it's been doing well, but look at everything. It ain't doing well. And unfortunately, you got to go through that annoying phase where like, wow, look at crypto, man. Shit's such a scam. Just like it was 3 years ago. It was a scam, never going to go up again. And, the rest is history there. But it'll be the same thing again, right? Everyone, you get called a joker. Oh, you're such a joker, man. You're such a joker. With the same people were asking how to buy crypto at 60K. You can't make this shit up, man. So, here we are. Everyone wants to buy at 60K. Everyone wants to sell below 20K. Rinse and repeat. The market never changes. Fear brings greed, and greed brings fear. Right now, we sound dumb saying that, right? And because that's the market psychology, bro. People like to buy green and sell red, and that's why the market makers always make money, and that's why the whales always make money, because most regular Joes are stupid. I'm gonna be honest. It's the K. It's the same thing. Let's see. I'm sorry, but I disagree with what you're saying. That's cool, cryptos. That's cool, man. Let's see what you guys are saying. Smoker. The Smoker Joker. The Smoker Joker. You gotta love it. And the only thing I have to say is like, it's the same thing. Like even you guys, I know a lot of you guys love crypto, and even I even see some of you guys saying crypto's a scam. Guys, just look at the charts. We've seen this before. You know what I mean? I see even you guys. Is crypto ever gonna go up again? Crypto's a scam. You guys should know this by now. Shit. How long you guys been in crypto? Now I get it if you got in crypto in 2021. It's like people getting into crypto in 2017. It's the same shit. But because all you guys have seen is a little bit of move to the upside and then a bear market. That's it. So it seems like crypto's a scam. But hey, we live and we learn, and we waited out there in these times. You get trolled and stuff like that, but it's all worth it in the end. Been in a long time and fully agree. Oh man. Anyways, like I said, all coins are going to come down with Bitcoin. I'm hoping we get some. To me personally, I'm hoping that we get another drop down personally at this point, right? To me, I mean, Bitcoin's at 16K. What is, to me personally, I'd love to see Bitcoin go to 10 to 12K to see if the people who actually said they were going to buy there actually do, because most people won't. You know what I mean? Because once we get to 10K, it'll be Bitcoin's going to 5K, it's going to 1K. So I'll be curious. At this point, I mean, does it really matter if Bitcoin's at 16K or 12K? No, I'm not selling anything right now anyways, right? So, hey, give me that capitulation down to 12K. Give me it. Give me that capitulation down. Please. Please, man. I'll take some more shit down at lower prices at this point. You know what I mean? And we sort of, right now we're waiting. We're waiting, and we patiently wait. What's going on, Victor? Good to see you, bud. Good to see you. With the 99-cent euro super chat. Crypto Arbitrage, also with the super chat, said 8K. Nice, dude. I bought yesterday. Lord. B Money said, yeah, but we're trolling. I know you guys are trolling a little bit. Holy Lord. Most of crypto is a scam and false promises. You could say that, but if the prices go up, okay. That's all I need to know. Let's see. It wasn't a scam at 60K, now it is. It's so true. At 60K, it was the greatest thing in the world. Now it's a scam, though. Is Jabba chilling like a villain? We'll see Jabba tonight, man. We'll see Jabba tonight. Let's see Jabba tonight. So NASDAQ still coming up, DXY coming down. I mean, man, I mean, it was really the perfect recipe for everything. It's just, you know, now we're back down at 16K. CZ said, you know, they want lower prices. So here we are, man. Here we are. He knew something we didn't, and there we go. Here we go. We're here. We're here. 16, 15, 14, 13, 12. We are freaking here. The levels that all the bears have been calling for the whole year. We are finally coming up to them. You know? But something tells me those levels will be now 4K, 3K, 2K. The bar always gets pushed lower. And we'll kind of wait and see, guys. We'll wait and see. The Daily Bars, what's up? Welcome to a Jordan Knight member. I think Jordan Knight's a pretty good name, personally. I really, really do. I really, really freaking do. Anyways, guys, I think I'm going to call a stream here because there's really not much going on for Bitcoin at the current moment. I'll say, just remember, right? Right now, Bitcoin's kind of settling up. Remember what your plan was. I know a lot of you guys have a plan in here. And we'll kind of go from there, right? So let the dust settle, do our thing. And once again, one day, we'll be back to trolling the bottom dwellers. Okay? One day. But the day is not today, my friends. Be prepared for anything to happen today. I will say that. Be prepared for anything to happen today. All right, guys. Adios. Enjoy your Friday. I'll be back at 7 p.m. tonight. Make sure you guys are being good. Don't be bad without me, man. I need my third coffee. I need to wake up a little bit. Should be a Jordan Knight. I've only had 2 coffees. I'm a little bit tired right now, honestly. I'm like falling asleep in my chair as I talk. It's absolutely crazy. BTC always be doing something before or after the stream. Facts. Nothing happens during the stream. Everything happens after the stream, you know? Anyways, I'll catch you guys later. Peace.